So I've worked at BlueSky PR now for almost 5 years. It's a fantastic place to work. The office is lovely, the people are lovely, the location's fantastic. We're just a short walk from the train station, the shops, nice places for lunch. The work is really varied. I work with clients as diverse as trade associations, not-for-profit organisations, writing about everything from diversity in the workplace to tax legislation, sectors such as healthcare, education, lots of different things.
I think I'd agree with Carly. I really enjoy the culture here. We've got a really supportive atmosphere. I think the fact we work with business schools and recruitment clients really sort of lends itself to us being good at what we do, because we have sort of quite credible voices backing up the voices of our recruitment clients. I really just enjoy the sort of atmosphere in the office. We all get along really well. We've just got nice people working here, which I think helps.
No meanies, everyone's really nice.
There's nobody I don't like in the office, which is a real benefit. I definitely agree with the lunch point as well. Even though I tend to go to one or two places basically every day, there's a lot of really wide, varied selection. And I suppose the fact that we work with a really varied group of clients, things like oil and gas to apps going and education and things like that, means that you're sort of doing different things every day. Like we had a meeting this morning about a tech client, and now I'm writing an article about the UK rail industry. So yeah, no 2 days are the same, which is quite good as well.
Yeah, lots of writing, press releases through to full articles, managing social media accounts on behalf of clients, writing award submissions, helping clients with long-term strategic plans for PR and communications. I think one of my favourite parts of the job is doing reports at the end of the month and just documenting all the coverage that we've got for them. It gives you a real sense of satisfaction.
It does. I might not enjoy the sort of legwork of putting the reports together quite as much as Carly does, but yeah, you do get a real degree of satisfaction at the end of the month. I suppose if there's one thing I didn't like, is that I know I'm going to have to go back into the office and Capital FM will probably be on, so I hear the same 5 songs over and over again, but we can get over that. It's good to be Watermill. We have really good, without being sycophantic and sucking up because he's sat a glass window away, we've got really good management who know like everything. Like the amount I've learned from Adrian from working here, keep it quiet, is ridiculous. Just about anything and everything, from like army generals to like business school research to just bizarre stories from like wars and things. It's really useful. It sounds really varied, but it's actually really useful. I feel like I've become a much sort of smarter person from working.
If you don't know something, you only need to ask, and someone can help you.
Someone in this office will know something about it.
Something else that I think is worth mentioning is that we have flexible working, so we can start later in the day if we'd like to, or if we want to get off early, we can start earlier in the morning and leave, which gives you the flexibility to manage your social life and any appointments or anything you may have.
I think you started early today because you're going on holiday at the end of the day.
On holiday.
I started at 10 because I had a plumber in, so we've got one of the UK's leading fantasy football experts in the office. I'd say that's something to shout about. As much as I hate it. It's not me, unfortunately, it's Ian, but Storms is just generally quite a good place to work, I think. It's like lots of different things to do. Like we said, there's loads of places to go for lunch, but there's also really big parks, and it's not like stressful. It's like a 20-minute train journey into London, and in theory a 20-minute drive to my house, but sometimes longer. So yeah,
you've got parking when you get here.
Yeah, we've got parking as well, so it's just a nice place to be, really. The manager try to make things as easy as possible for us, I think, and that's appreciated. When I first started, we were based in Redbourne in a much smaller office. There was about 9 or 10 of us, and that was a very different experience because it was just Redbourne, so there's one street with like a baker's and a rubbish sandwich shop, and you're quite sort of like, not cut off, but quite sort of isolated. But now I feel like we're much more like in the heart of things, without actually being in London, thankfully. And yeah, I found when we first joined as well that it was very sort of like gradual progression. Like it was very supportive. Like we were never sort of chucked in the deep end, expected to do stuff we didn't think we could handle. I think that's partly as well because they're quite sort of thorough with vetting and when people are getting hired, so they're not going to hire anyone you can't write, for example. Yeah.
When I first joined, I knew absolutely nothing about recruitment, and
Yeah,
that
me
can
too,
be quite
actually.
daunting. But the training was absolutely fantastic. We had training with all the directors, with other team members, just from the basics up, and now we know quite a lot.
We do.
Recruitment.
We like to think we do, yeah. I was in the same boat. I didn't know anything about recruitment, anything about HR, all that much about sort of the sectors that we work with. But it's just very good at sort of building our knowledge quite effectively. I think we've got quite good methods for getting smarter with the clients we work with.
My only other experience was in sort of B2C PR, but this is so much more interesting because you're doing something that matters, that you can see results from, that people engage with. You're really, the stuff you write isn't just fluff. You're sharing thought leadership. You're sharing knowledge.
And it is very rewarding to know that stuff we write is featured in like the national papers, or we've had clients on the BBC, or like on TV, or on the radio, on Sky News, even in just like sector publications. Seeing some of the feedback you get from people who work in those industries, and knowing that what you've written about is actually correct, is quite encouraging. So it's quite rewarding. Knowing you're just sort of not shouting in an empty room like I think some clients might have a tendency to do without us.